Hi, and welcome back to Conversations on Natural Birth. We've come a long way in these discussions, and we have reached the point of talking about aftercare of both mother and baby, how to best think about this time after labor. I am Mia White, and I'm the author of the book Beautifully Born. I really advise you to read it in addition to listening to these conversations, as well as read much, educate yourself about pre labor, about labor, about aftercare, so that you understand that there is nothing that can take the place of natural ways of doing birth. When birth is manipulated, when birth is rushed, when the birthing experience is treated like a medical emergency, even when it's not, and you don't birth your baby naturally, and you don't treat the aftercare in a natural way, the consequences can be very severe for babies and mothers, especially when it comes to bonding with a baby afterwards. When it comes to your hormones adjusting, your hormones are created to adjust to the natural process of what your body is meant to do. So postpartum depression is a very real thing, and we need to know that it's not something to be ashamed of, it's something to take very seriously. But the more naturally we are able to birth, and the more we understand the process of what's going on with us and our body, the more we can counteract these difficult feelings that can come after birth. So let's talk about looking back at what just happened. I don't know, I think many mothers expect to feel euphoria after they have received their baby. And if the birth has been traumatic, or if the birth has not been what we expected, we may find that it takes time to process these emotions. We may need to allow ourselves time to really bond with our baby and not expect to be over our head, in love with this little creature that we are just now getting to know. It's okay to grow in love with your baby. It's okay to allow yourself time to process even disappointments of how your birthing experience maybe was different than you expected. Especially if we are not educated about natural birth and things have happened in a rough or traumatic way for us. So just allow yourself a lot of grace and a lot of time to bond and to adjust emotionally, because it's a time of emotional turmoil, hormonal turmoil. A lot of things are going to go back, adjust to a different phase. So nursing, the role of nursing in this is crucial. And it's really grievous to many women and midwives who understand the natural way of things, that mothers are not nursing as much as they used to, as long as they used to, or they think that it's not a big deal to give their baby formula, because what happens is that you are doing not only your baby a great disservice, because your baby's immune system, there's nothing that can take the place of that foundation that you are building with your breast milk. There is no formula on earth that can take the place of the composition of your breast milk for building a healthy immune system and strengthen your baby. But also for the mother, it's when we nurse that we release the hormones that help our recovery, our emotional recovery, and our physical recovery. It's all related to hormones, and nursing is what releases those hormones in our bodies that help us to adjust well. Now, some babies are natural latchers, natural nursers. They don't have a problem doing what they are meant to do, and nursing is not an issue for many women and babies. It's just natural. But there are cases when there are challenges with nursing. And in those cases, if we understand the importance of it, then we are more motivated to push through that. There's so much to say about nursing. I'm thinking we're going to have another video about it, but let's pause and talk more about nursing later, and just have a little bit of time at the end of this video to talk about things that happen after the baby is born. The baby does not need to be washed, for example, and this is something that mothers need to be told, because we think, oh, the baby came, out through my vagina, maybe the baby has to be washed. The baby is not dirty. On the contrary, there is this vernix, this white thing that you may find in the creases of the baby. It's very, very healthy for the baby's skin. Like, don't wash it off, don't take it away. It will help the baby's skin to stay smooth. We don't want to wash away the natural grease off a child and make it dry and put chemicals or shampoo or soap on this baby the first thing we do. The baby will smell beautifully pure, and that smell in itself, also, like we've said before, it helps the mother. As we smell our baby's natural smell, it helps release milk production and hormonal adjustment for us. So we don't need to be in a rush. We don't even need to bathe our baby the first week that we have the baby. It's normal for the baby to sleep, and with us, we will be tired after the birthing experience. It can sleep for hours in a row and then wake up and nurse for long periods of time, and then go back to sleep and sleep for hours. Now, it's normal for the baby to sleep up to 4 hours. Like, we should not be concerned about that. But if the baby ends up sleeping like, I don't know, 5, 6 hours, we can feel free to actually wake up our baby and nurse our baby. It's nothing, wrong with that. But we don't need to feel that to wake up our baby after a couple of hours of sleep. It's normal to sleep longer than that, and we should just enjoy resting with our baby. The food for the mother is important, because our body, our intestines and our organs, everything inside of us have gone through an ordeal as the baby is being born, and we need to get our digestive system started again. And so let's make sure that we eat food with fiber that helps to get our intestines going, healthy foods to rebuild our energy and our strength, really healthy food. And we may have hemorrhoids. It's very normal. You need to know that it's normal. And I've heard this devastating story just recently of a mother who was told by the doctor, when she said, I have such terrible hemorrhoids after pushing the baby out. And he said, oh, do you want me to give you some pain medication? Now, pain medication is never going to deal with the issue of your hemorrhoids. And it's the absolute wrong response. There are some incredible things that you can do to help yourself heal. And I'm seeing now that this video has gotten long, and so we will talk about aftercare continued, as well as nursing, in the next video. I'll see you there. All right, bye-bye.